Desperate, having won 7 games in a row earlier, but now finding themselves outside the 6. Atmosphere, it was like a finals game in July. Well, St Kilda 5th on the ladder and Melbourne 7th, but the Demons 2.5 games behind the Saints. That's how desperate Melbourne were, because another loss would just about put them out of the race to be in their 5th successive final series. And of course the Saints trying to be in the finals for the first time since 1973. The first half was fantastic. St Kilda led by 5 points at half-time, 9 goals, 9-63 to Melbourne, 9-4-58. And we saw Alan Jakovic kick 4 goals in the first half for the Demons. He was great. Tony Lockett a bit quiet with just 2 to half-time. We're going to pick up play in the third quarter. There's quite a breeze at Moorabbin. Melbourne had it in the third term, and we join it with 4 minutes left, and at this stage Melbourne lead it by 25 points. And with me in commentary is Ian Robertson.
Well, St Kilda have got Harding back on the ball because something had to be done to stop Steins, and the umpire's going to ball it up again. Stuart Lowe's been playing on the ball and he's had a poor day, Lowe. 2 marks, 8 possessions. Steins with Harding. Comes to Rice. To half forward. Rode dives at the ball and marks. Steins and Harding both played state footy on Tuesday. Steins in a losing Victorian team in Brisbane. Harding a winning West Australian team in Perth. Viney's kick to Jakovic. Almost a top mark at full stretch. He was looking for something, nothing doing. The ball now out of play, a throw-in.
Gee, that would have been a fantastic mark. It's always difficult running at full speed, but to snatch it out of the air with a one grab, it would have been a great effort by Alan Jakovic. 8 goals for. Boundary throw-in. Interfering there was Bennett, and the free kick will go back there to Harding, who has battled his heart out for St Kilda. 7 marks and 25 possessions. Short kick, finds Jones, run on quickly, he does. Kicks it long towards centre half forward. Time on period in the third quarter. Saints a chance, Rice, away to Coughlin. Coughlin, short pass, unselfish play, Frankie Coughlin. He could have nearly kicked it himself, but he's given it to the burly full forward, who has the chance to kick his 3rd goal. He's only had 3 kicks.
I think Frankie grinned and said, "You owe me one in the social club tonight."
Well, Lockett, his 2 goals have come from free kicks, questionable ones. There's Stuart Lowe in the foreground, who has had a very average day by his standards. Lockett's only 30 metres out, directly in front, and he makes no mistake. So 3 goals, 1 from 4 kicks to Tony Lockett. The Saints get their 12th goal. They trail by 19 points. And it was again, what, Paul Harding. I mean, he really has got a heart as big as himself, Paul Harding. A couple of times in the last 2 or 3 years he's been tempted to move back to Western Australia. Saints have kept him here. Thank goodness for St Kilda.
Steins faces Harding again. Harding wins this one. Melbourne little men at the ground. Viney. Kick there smothered. Lovett caught. Comes back to Viney again. Just kick it anywhere. Steins over the top. Superb. Lovett to Viney again. Viney to full forward. Clark running into the hole. Stephen Clark for another goal.
Missed.
Hit the post. Well, you wouldn't credit that.
Gary Lyon could have had a lick at that as well, but he allowed to leave it for Stephen Clark, and he hit the post. St Kilda combined. Gee, they may have messed this up. Tingay from 50 metres. Stephen Tingay's lob kick. Lyon! No, it's over for a behind. And the umpire coming in to make sure the boys don't get too tangled up there, Gary Lyon and Frankie Coughlin. But a behind will go onto the scoreboard for Melbourne, 16-7 to 12-10. The kick in comes to Grant at half-back, 50 metres from the Melbourne goal. Short pass is okay. Rice marks, handball onto Ralph Smith, who in turn goes to Morris. A little awkward, but he gathered it nicely. Kicks it to full forward. Lockett out of position. Spalding gets back to help Bryce out. and gives the hand pass away to Yates. Yates in the right back pocket. 2 touches to the ground by Graham Yates. The kick wide to the wing, and the mark is taken out there by Beveridge. Beveridge with plenty of space. St Kilda Rovers not manning up. Good mark taken by Bennett, and he's starting to come into the game. That could be a worry for St Kilda. Another tall forward for Melbourne being effective.
70-metre kick by Bennett. Oh, Jakovic. Yes, another mark. What a gymnast. Alan Jakovic looking for his 5th goal for the quarter. And when you consider that up the other end, Lockett's taken 2 marks, Lowe has taken 2, and Alan Jakovic on his own has taken 9. And he's lining up for goal number 9 as well after the siren. And this will be some sort of a break for the Saints to catch up in the last term. It's already 21 points. He missed it. Well, that was one of his easier ones. 22 is the margin at the last change. Melbourne 16-8, St Kilda 12-10, but it's not over yet, because back near the centre of the ground there's a bit of a dust-up going on. 100 and so metres away from the play. Lockett's in there. Well, Lockett and Steins are going at each other. One's won at Brownlow and one's favourite for this year's. Neither team can afford to lose a Lockett or a Steins. And it hasn't finished yet.
No, well, Lockett got out of it pretty quickly, which was good to see, but I don't know what the players are trying to achieve now. The siren's gone. It is 3/4 time. But, well, the pride of both sides at stake here at Moorabbin.
Which had 8 goals to 3/4 time. Lockett and McAdam 3 each for the Saints. And St Kilda had the wind in the last quarter. We pick it up at the opening bounce.
Last quarter gets underway at Moorabbin. The Saints with the job ahead, trailing by 22 points. Harding gets it down to Coughlin. High ball, barely goes 10 metres. Rode punches forward. Daniels, first half on the bench for the Saints. First kick clear. Lowe, a quiet day for Stewie Lowe. Steins is back there. It goes to Jay Viney across the half-back line he goes. Oh, McAdam. Fleet of foot, Gilbert McAdam. Lockett from behind. What a mark!
Oh, great stuff. Well, you wait all day for that, Drew, don't you?
He's taken 2 marks to 3/4 time, and he started that contest about 20 metres behind.
But what about when he crashes that body through the pack? They all seem to, well, they just move under pressure.
Well, he's had a pretty disappointing day, really. But if he can get this goal to open the scoring for the last quarter in the first minute, what a fillip it will be for the Saints. They need this, and they need a lot more. Man on the mark's only about 15 metres from goal. No worries for the leading goal kicker in the league. A goal in each quarter, the first 2 from free kicks, and the crowd starting to rise to the Saints.
Well, I thought at 3/4 time that they really needed to kick the first goal of this last quarter just to give them something to work on. But they needed that man to kick it too, because I'm sure that he lifts other players around the ground. Well, 16 points of difference in Melbourne's favour. The first goal of the last term going to St Kilda. Harvey can't get through. Neither can Bowie. The ball's still to be won, and Bowie's penalised. I don't believe it. It's so critical at the centre bounce, and they pick a free kick out like that. Well, it's going to come back because the player with the ball is going to be asked to kick over the man on the mark. It's Stephen Phoebe. And he kicks Melbourne up towards the 50-metre line. At the back, good mark. Taken down there by Jay Viney, is it? Or Kevin Dyson? Might be Dyson. Dyson's kick in towards the goal square. Djakovic wrestling. Harding gets back. Played a terrific game, Harding. Ralph Smith wasn't going anywhere. Brett Lovett, the tackler, and the ball forced over for a boundary throw-in. Right forward pocket for Melbourne. Ralph Smith, now Harding doing the ruck work. Bennett in front. Ball comes to Bowie. Away to Harvey. In turn to Ralph Smith. Saints will get clear. Devonport then forced to kick. Long towards half forward. Winmar can't mark. Coughlin gets through. What a beautiful hand pass. Low run onto it. Bounce for him. It does. And he kicks. A behind. Gee, they needed that one too. It was terrific stuff out of defence by St Kilda. And it nearly resulted in a goal.
Stewie Lowe's had a dirty day too. 9 possessions, no goals. Spent a lot of time on the ball, and Jim Stynes in ruck has dominated for Melbourne. Lyon, what a mark to wrestle his opponent away, Grant, and take that mark crashing to the ground. Dishes out the hand pass to Todd Viney. Here's kick to Bennett. Man in front, and we'll give the points there to Jones, who's been beaten by a succession of opponents today, but the West Australian came up trumps that time.
Yes, he did well, and he gets past Bennett and then kicks St Kilda into their forward half. Low taps it to Grant's advantage. Is it going to sit? He taps it to his own advantage in the finish, David Grant. Kick it quickly. No, handball's low. Who will it sit for? Winmar, talented. Handball, here's a goal coming up. Bowie, don't miss, son. Don't miss, son. And he doesn't. Real beauty, St Kilda. They're coming out with a train. Bowie gets his first. St Kilda get their 14th. And it's 9 points the difference at Moorabbin. Well, it was probably initiated by some desperate stuff by Jones at half-back. He got past Bennett. Penetrating kick to half-forward. Maybe a little bit of good fortune. Winmar's gather. Goal to Bowie.
Harding beats Stynes this time in the middle. Bowie's there and takes the free kick for a high tackle. Back to Burke. St Kilda storming up now. They trail by 9 points. Low! No mark. Hobbs gets the hand pass away to Spalding, who goes wide, and the mark taken by Clark. Just beats the effort by Devonport. Offhands it goes to Lyon. Oh, what a smother by Ralph Smith. Brilliant. Grant, he's taken it out. Sean Ralph Smith struggled for football at Hawthorn, has killed him here today.
Oh, Drew, that's fantastic stuff by Ralph Smith. He's got a pat on the back from 2 or 3 opponents. It's a free kick. I don't know what that was for. Lyon, short pass, Djakovic, it goes over his head. It's close to the line. Give away behind Saints? No. Harding takes it away. Rebound footy. What can the Saints do? Jones has got it. Long kick by that player. Out to the wing. Nearly the mark to Rice. He goes after it. He's held, but he didn't have it. Play goes on. Away comes Dyson. Kicks it towards centre half forward. A big punch from behind. St Kilda defence under pressure. Love it. Nowhere to go. Jones and Devonport. Saints will come clear. Well done, Craig Devonport. St Kilda go up towards centre half forward. Can they mark the ball here? Low. Taken away by Obst. Spalding. Yates. Oh, look at Melbourne now. They've got a loose player out here, Viney. Kick by Todd Viney is penetrating towards full forward. No mark taken. Chance for Clark into an open goal. And he misses his second sitter. Within 10 minutes he's pushed in the back. He'll get another kick. Saint fans are absolutely going berserk. Danny Frawley again having a chat to umpire Goldspink. Nathan Burke in the picture. But unfortunately, no matter how much arguing or debating you do with the umpire, very rarely a decision's reversed. Clark gets the goal for Melbourne. 3 goals to Stephen Clark and a little bit of breathing space for Melbourne. They lead by 15 points.
Melbourne's first goal of this last quarter coming from that free kick. Harding beats Stynes, but Stynes comes out with it. Now Harvey. Just boot to ball. Hard to win a kick in there. Down goes Harding. He has been superb, but not all that often matched man for man against Stynes. They have both been great, and it's worth going through their stats. Harding 7 marks, 28 possessions. Stynes 10 marks, 28 possessions.
Well, spot on there, Drew. Stynes gets the tap out, but Rice's kick smothered. Oh, desperate stuff shown there at centre half, back by Nathan Burke. Awkward ball, comes to the back. Winmar, beautiful long kick. Lockett, can't mark. Kick off the ground by Lowe, taken over the line by Spalding. A rush behind at the Saints. Exciting stuff. Coming again from centre half back. Rebound football today is just absolutely fantastic stuff. Graham Yates to kick the ball back in for Melbourne. Decides to go to that far side, out in front of the main scoreboard. No mark taken. Chance for Harvey. Tap over the top. Doesn't bounce for St Kilda. Picked up there by Dyson. Kick off the ground by Jay Viney. Harvey's handball back. Picked off by Tingay. In comes Jay Viney. Kick off the side of his boot. Devonport, you're a chance. Overruns it. Picked up by Grant. Handball goes to Harding. Back to Devonport. Forced to kick quickly. Centre half forward St Kilda. They must get something out of this. At the back is Yates. Desperate defence, but the kick is marked by Winmar. He's got Daniels. Wide at half forward. No, he goes long. A lovely kick by Winmar. To the goal front. No mark. Taken away by Rode. Lockett the chaser. Rode, the free kick will go down the ground. Undisciplined stuff by the full forward. Eichel. Loose man is Dyson.
Dyson down the outer wing. 14 points the difference. Melbourne in front. Grant! Came from nowhere, David Grant, to take a big mark. Saints have men out here unmarked. Grant goes straight up the middle to Harding. A run from Devonport. Devonport inside half forward with his kick. Stynes is back there and takes his 11th mark. And I reckon more Brownlow votes today for Jim Stynes. Jay Viney out towards centre wing. Dyson spoiled from behind. He's in after it again. Eichel taken high. No whistle. Todd Viney has been a great player. Todd Viney, 34 possessions. And we've got nearly 17 minutes to play.
That's interesting. Who would you give it to, Stynes or Viney? Viney's just been fantastic, but Stynes, here he is again. Coming up for his 14th kick, 16 hand passes. He's kicked a goal off the ground in the second term. Kick towards half forward. Rebound. Daniels, unselfishly. Harvey makes something of this, Saints. Harvey straight towards goal. Lockett in front. Can't mark. He's got the football. He kicks it into the pocket. Low. McAdam shepherds. Low shoots. And it's smothered off the boot magnificently back there by Jay Viney. And it's taken over for a boundary throw in the right forward pocket for St Kilda. Some magnificent defensive football by both sides. Stynes getting back to do the ruck work. Covers some territory. Spalding. Yates. Left foot kick to half forward. No mark to Rice. Eichel ridden in by Harvey. Ball kept in by St Kilda. As Dyson comes up with the footy. 50 metres from the St Kilda goal. They trail by 14 points.
St Kilda have kicked 2 goals to 1 in the last quarter. Stynes palms down almost to himself. Harvey robbed of the ball. Hilton in there after it with the long sleeves, the Trevor Barker lookalike. The umpire will ball it up.
Good play by Todd Viney to get in underneath there and just hold it up. A couple of St Kilda players had their hands on it, couldn't break clear. Todd Viney desperate.
Saints need something out of this. They trail by 14 points still. Stynes wins in ruck. Comes back to Stynes from Coghlan. Stynes gets the ball up the ground. Well done by Phoebe. Lyon takes it away from Grant. Out of bounds on the full.
His kick actually hit Nathan Burke on the foot. It rebounded over the boundary line on the full. And Gary Lyon gets a free kick.
Back after missing the last 2 weeks with injury. In fact, he hasn't been around all that long this year for Melbourne. Gary Lyon, their champ. Up towards half forward. Harding. No mark. Comes through to the back. Daniels slides away the hand pass to Devonport. Just gets the kick away in time. Winmar props and cops. He shouldn't have. Obbs takes it away. Obbs, the hand pass on the bounce to Lovett. Lovett, the hand pass inside 50. Dyson, good hand pass. Tingay on the turn. 40 metres out. That won't come back from there. Out on the full.
They should have made a bit more of that. Wasn't Obst fantastic backing himself? Nicky Winmar trying to just lead Obst under the football, but the Melbourne player up to the mark. The ball with Frawley in the back pocket. Saints need a goal quickly. We've got 14 minutes left. They need 3 to win the game. Harding nearly marks the ball. Awkward one back there for Grant. Harding underneath it. Grant's got to go after it again. The tap out nearly effective. Devonport can't get in there, but Coughlin can. Desperate stuff by Frank Coughlin. Who's he got to give it to? Nearly run down by Tingay. Handball Devonport. Gets through some heavy traffic. Handball Harvey. Harvey running with the ball. Short pass. Morris. Onto the left side. Bowie. 40 metres from goal. Bowie goes long. Bowie goes very long, but misses to the right. Saint fans left lamenting. Bowie's kicked 1 goal too. Scoreline shows Melbourne by 13 points. Should be a free kick to Rice. Play on. Chance again for Bowie. Lockett behind. He's got it. How did he get hold of that? Oh, weak someone, he said. Weak something. But Lockett's got the football. And a smile on his face. The Man Mountain from Moorabbin. Well, if he kicks this, what's the difference then? 7 points. What a finish we've got confronting us here. St Kilda 5th. Melbourne fighting hard to stay in touch with the final 6. Lockett for his 5th, and he pops it through. Melbourne lead by 7 points. We've got 12 and a half minutes left.
Dines, Coughlin. Harvey onto it. Just gets a kick away. What trouble for you, Jay Viney. Rode pulled off it. Robert Harvey again. Saints players out here. Daniels, his left footer. Well, nearly the worst kick in the club, which was unfortunate at that time of the football match.
Well, it could be important. At least it's still in St Kilda's forward half. Yates to bring it back into play. Melbourne lead by 1 straight kick.
1 straight kick. Plenty of time left. And all the scoring today has been done at that left-hand end. And that's the way the Saints are going, although the breeze not as strong as it was earlier in the day. Gee, it's tough in the middle. This is like a final in July. Grant gives the hand pass away. Lyon takes it. On to Phoebe. Phoebe's kick straight to full forward. Jakovic. Frawley spoils him. Jakovic has been sensational. Grinter. Berry. Belted. Oh, he had it a long time. Ball, say the St Kilda fans. Nothing doing. Lyon gets rid of it. Off the ground, Ralph Smith. I reckon play on. That's the way to play at this point.
Well, it's got to be now, Drew. In the last 10 minutes, the umpires just have to let the play go. The kick towards full forward. Jakovic in the back against Frawley. And certainly the St Kilda captain will take the free kick. Yes, always when it comes down to a line ball, 1 kick in the game, if you give a free kick, if it's a bit like this, it could mean the difference between winning and losing for either side. Frawley now in the back pocket. Kicks it long out to half-back. Steins punches it away from Harding. Pouncing on his Todd Viney. He's played a wonderful game, Todd Viney. Getting back, nearly taking the mark, Eishold, but Frawley takes it over in that right forward pocket for Melbourne. They lead by 6 points, the Demons. It's been a fantastic game of football all day long. Goal for goal. 8 goals to Jakovic. 5 to Lockett. 5 to McAdam. Boundary throw in. Bennett. Chance now for Hilton. Kicks it across the face of goal. No mark to Rice. 3 Melbourne players. Dyson. Left foot kick. Wide. Close to the boundary line it goes over. In front of young Hilton. Pressure enormous. It really is setting the scene for the finals, which aren't all that far away. About 5 or 6 rounds to go, and these 2 teams could be participating.
Chance here for Melbourne. Close to the boundary line. Phoebe throws the boot at the ball, then kicks it behind. Well, once again, there's that vital point because it makes it 7 the lead for Melbourne. 2 kicks for St Kilda to win it from here. They kick in short. Grant takes the mark in the back pocket. The Saints lead Melbourne by 10 points on the ladder. 2.5 games. A win would make it just about certain that St Kilda would play in the finals for the first time since '73. Frawley across to Jones. A further hand pass to Burke. Great play by the Saints. They've got the numbers, looking to attract players and draw loose men. Burke from centre wing. Well, big packet centre half forward. Low in the chop. Stretch. He was benched earlier. Hasn't seen much action. Back to the outer wing. All St Kilda here. Not a great kick by Stretch. Devonport. He's got men in support. Gets around Dyson. Devonport pumps it long in the direction of Lockett from behind. Low! Stewie Low right in front. It's only his third mark for the day, the leading mark taker in the competition. A down day for Stuart Lowe, but a goal here will put the Saints right in this contest.
Well, you really wouldn't like to see a loser, would you? But St Kilda have got the momentum.
Lowe looking for his first goal of the day. 20 metres out.
He's missed.
Oh, don't tell me he's missed. He just made it.
Great bounce. Harding again. Who can get clear of the centre? Hilton's got the football. Handball back. Grant to Harvey. Mark to St Kilda, taken by Coughlin. Looking to move it on quickly. Melbourne now under pressure. Coughlin elects to go long. Drop punt kick is effective. Lockett! No mark. Melbourne get clear. Beveridge. Not a bad kick by Beveridge. Close to the line. Can the Saints keep it in? No. Craig Devonport takes it over. And Melbourne preparing to make a change.
Paul Harding hurt behind the play after that centre bounce. I think somebody came crashing down on his foot.
Boundary throw in. Steins in front. Low tackles, but Phoebe gets it away for Melbourne. Slews off the side of his boot. Harding recovers. Jones kicks St Kilda into the forward half. Punched away by Obst. Coughlin racing for the football. So is Dyson. McAdam in the action as well. Kick off the ground goes wider still. Jay Viney overruns it. McAdam's going to get possession. Handballs to himself. Goes after it again. Nearly collects it. Jay Viney takes it over. Boundary throw in. Just forward of centre wing. Melbourne lead by 1 point. Just over 7 minutes left.
Melbourne have played the last 4 final series. St Kilda haven't played one since 1973. And you can tell the just desperation here on the Saints players. What play by McAdam! He took that ball away from a no-win position. Bowie's kick. Close to the boundary line. Winmar. Can't keep it in and we'll have a throw in. Melbourne lead by a point. 111 to 110 and we have 6 minutes 48 left. Go out. No, it could be a ball up just inside the line. So a chance here for the Saints. Steins has beaten low in ruck today and does again and sees safety of the boundary line. Paul Harding's statistics have been absolutely fantastic, but he's been behind the play and that's where he is at the moment, hovering up with no opponent near centre wing.
Boundary throw in right forward pocket. Steins, you've got to do something. He gets it out to Dyson. Dyson to Yates. Melbourne will get clear. Yates kicks it long. Wide to the wing. It's out on the full. Bad kick, Graham Yates. St Kilda have possession of the footy. Centre wing through Nathan Burke. Takes a risk. Jones fumbles. Taps it on. It's effective. Grant. Nearly caught. Harding. Can he lift the Saints? The kick to centre half forward. Who can take a mark? Steins gets back. Morris tries to crush his way through and he's penalised for holding the football. He was looking for a free kick. And St Kilda fans, they will lynch these umpires if they lose this game. Spalding comes away through Steins.
Steins over the top to Spalding again. He's caught in a sandwich, but beats both slices of bread. Gets it away. Great play by Spalding. Pass up the ground by Rd. Wide to Grinter, who's had a very quiet day. 6th possession only. Steers the pass to Jakovic, who kicked 4 goals on Frawley in the third quarter and has kicked 8 for the game. Alan Jakovic was superb. He was beating Jones earlier on and then gave Frawley a bath in the third quarter. That was when Melbourne converted a 5-point deficit to a 22-point lead. Steins was dominating in the ruck, and Jakovic got on the end of a lot of play. Alan Jakovic for number 9. Big kick. Not quite. No mark taken. Comes to Burke. Bennett was the flyer. Might have been a kick in danger there. Good hand pass. Hilton to Grant. Grant not sure. From centre half back. Across the half back line he goes. Devonport needs this one. Stretch. It's a push by Stretch. Free kick to Devonport.
And another awkward decision by the umpire going in favour on this occasion to St Kilda. Daniels off. Antrobus on. Devonport goes long. Saints desperate. Low in the back. Surely a free kick to the mighty centre half forward, who we've already mentioned has been a little quiet. On the boundary, Antrobus, no, he ignores and goes long. Where's Lockett? Crashing his way through, can't mark. Coughlin snatches it. Antrobus makes something, no. Yates the tackle, effective. Umpire will bounce. Saint fans again disappointed with the umpiring decision, and Antrobus, oh, they've put him back on the ground in a tight situation. He could have nearly given something away there. He threw the football straight at the umpire. Steins rucking. Low. Close to the line. Melbourne will allow it to go over. They lead by 1 point. 17-9 to 16-14. 3.5 minutes left.
Melbourne led by 22 points at three-quarter time, and now they lead by 1. The knockout comes to Obst. Off to Steins, playing the role of a rover there. It's kicked to centre wing. Bennett. Well played by Bennett. Lyon in to help him. Lyon over the ball. Oh, the umpire's going to ball it up. The crowd reckon he was in control of it.
Do you reckon they'll get off the ground if St Kilda lose? Oh, you're guilty.
Feel a bit safe up here, but this place is rocking. Harding, what a game he's played. Viney, what a game he's played. Lyon, welcome back after a couple of weeks out. Stretch, a high ball to half forward. Bennett with all the height. Jones goes to ground. Bennett, run down by Ralph Smith. Here's Jones, a second gamer. Socket away by Grinter. And the ball goes out of play at half forward for Melbourne. They lead by a point with 2.5 minutes left.
Boundary throw in about 40 metres around from the Melbourne goal. Harding a little slow to get to the contest. Bennett in front. Harding tired. Saints have got to take some risks here. They need a good bounce. They don't get it. Love it. Gathers that awkward ball 70 metres from goal. Kicks Melbourne up to full forward. No mark taken. Ball rebounds to Frawley. He gets past too easily. Go Saints from half back. Nathan Burke running. Harding in support. Under 2 minutes. Nathan Burke to half forward. No mark. Melbourne punch it further afield. Collected by Rice. He's going to get caught. Handball picked off by Beveridge. Centre half back. Beveridge will be caught. Handball Jay Viney. Still at half forward for St Kilda. Jay Viney over the top. Kick off the ground by Phoebe. Close to the line. It bounces just inside the field of play. And we'll have a boundary throw in. 1.5 minutes left. Melbourne lead by a point. What a great game we've seen here at Moorabbin. A pity to see a loser.
Mightn't see a loser yet.
Steins, grabbed by Phoebe, goes to the boundary line. That might have been deliberate. No, too tight this game. Please throw it in, the boundary umpire.
Saints could kick it behind to level the scores. We could have a draw. Steins against Morris. Morris went through without the ball. Todd Viney has been absolutely sensational. This one was trapped just inside the line. Antrobus, high ball to half forward. Morris, front of the pack. No mark. Bowie comes up with it. Phoebe. He's holding the ball, says the umpire. Yes, he tried to trap that one in the pack. Coughlin having a quick look. He wants to go on quickly. Frankie Coughlin, a centering kick. A mark needed for St Kilda. No mark taken. Bryce takes it away for Melbourne. Kicks out of bounds on the full. 30 seconds left. 30 seconds to go. Nathan Burke with the kick. He thumps it short of the goal square. Low is there. McAdam. No mark. No mark. It's a free kick to Melbourne. 15 seconds left.
Well, they win now.
Well, they've got to win it now. Take you 15 seconds to pull up your socks. Jim Stynes has got it. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Melbourne have won it. Melbourne have won it by a point.
Today's game is part of the
111 beating St Kilda 16-14, 110. For Melbourne, Jakovic kicked 8 goals, Lyon and Clark each kicked 3, and for the Saints, Lockett kicked 5 and McAdam kicked 5 goals. And the reception that the St Kilda fans gave to their coach Ken Sheldon with the way he used his team. There's more coming up in AFL.